Well, a couple years after I went to work, especially this one time, my dad ended up filing for bankruptcy. And it just had just this huge effect. You want to talk about fights about money and about I can't afford? Like, here's my idol that has a business. He works 6 days a week, old school, right? 6 days a week from 9 to 6. So he didn't come to my games, but that's just the way it was. He tried to come on Sundays, his day off. And fast forward, I opened my own business, following in my dad's footsteps. And a few years into it, I noticed that my stress is higher. I noticed that my arguments with my wife are more frequent. I noticed that I'm working more hours, not making as much money. I noticed the roller coaster that I remember growing up with. And it was at that moment, a few years in my business, that I was like, I can fast forward 10 years. I see where this is going. I love my dad and I love my mom, but I don't want to grow up and have my family grow up in a household with the arguments and a lot of that stuff that happened. Like, because
Right.
obviously it affected me. So that's when I just decided I don't want this anymore. I just, so that decision is what started moving me forward. So then it became, well, what do I want? And I said, I just want to have control over my time. I don't want to have to be going to work 60 hours a week, missing my kids' events, missing some of the fun stuff in the neighborhood, like missing all those things and not having the money. I didn't
Right.
want to have a cap on how much I could make. I wanted to have amount of money to provide for my family. To me, I don't need much, but I want them to have what they want. So I became clear in what I wanted in my business.